Shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders of the great millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, and to you speckled bird Israelites that look like the heathen nations that are scattered abroad across the four corners of the earth. So y'all say shalom, shalom. And I also want to give a shalom to all you brothers and sisters that may be listening and learning to these videos. And shalom to you elect men out there in the highways and byways doing the work of the Lord in these latter days. And let's magnify the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. I also want to say this video is only for the Israelites and the Israelites who you call so-called black, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native American, Cuban, so-called Puerto Rican, so-called Jamaican, so-called Haitian, so-called Dominican. Those are the Israelites, always have been and always will be. But I'm coming back at y'all with another video on the app called Newsbreak. I do videos on here from time to time too. And yeah, as y'all can see, what the articles reads, there was a shooting, in Hyde Park, Illinois, which I think is like a suburb of Chicago. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's a suburb of Chicago or close to Chicago. It's not an area where a lot of Jakes be at, and but either way, this shooting that took place is judgment, because and like I said, you didn't really have Jakes over there, really, maybe, Edomites and stuff, but it's still judgment, and it's time for this place to be judged. We just at that point. We at that moment of time, man, to where, the golden days of America are over, Let me get this in the, look at Jeremiah. I'm trying to find this real quick. Because I sense that, like, it ain't what it used to be, man. It ain't what it used to be. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. They have made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Verse 8 says, Babylon is America. It says, suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, and so she may be healed. Right, and you got all these different things happening day after day, hour after hour, week after week, as these silly Babylonians, they continue on and try to live their life, even though there's things happening, you got 2/3 Jakes caught up in it, you still want to celebrate the ways of America, you still want to celebrate these holidays, even though the Lord got all this judgment pouring out, you still want to have it, have it your way, you want to do your own thing, well, the Lord's letting you know, man, the Lord's letting you know, man, and this ain't a coincidence, man, let's get this in the book of Isaiah chapter 45, and verse 7, because the Lord is the one who sanctioned the shooting to happen. Right? Matter of fact, I'm going to get this in the book of Amos, chapter 3, and verse 6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in a city, and the people should not be afraid, and should there be any evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it? Right. This is evil, so-called evil, and, happened, and people got shot, I think some people got killed, on the day that everybody's supposed to be coming together and having a good time, and, and it ended up being a good time, and it ended up being a bad time, The Lord is doing this, man. The Lord is doing this, man, and the Lord, He don't have no respect of persons. And it don't matter what day it is. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter. Let's get this in the book of Amos. I think it's in the same chapter, ain't it? That's in the 5th chapter. Um, Let me get this in the book of Amos chapter 5, verse 21. It says, I hate and despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Right? It's just talking about, these so-called holidays that these Babylonians be celebrating, man. That's not in the scriptures, and 4th of July is one of them. The Lord hates these days because, they're dedicated and they're built off of wickedness, and they're all basically built upon the downfall of his people, man. The 4th of July, it has nothing to do with us, man. It has everything to do with the upliftment of Esau. And if you don't know who Esau is the biblical nationality of the so-called white race. You see, that's who Esau Edom is. But yeah, the Lord is not with none of these holidays, that people celebrate here in America and Babylon. People celebrate these holidays in other countries too, man. They celebrate these holidays in other countries too. And you got these heathens that live in this country, and they know that they don't have nothing to do with them, but they celebrate it because they drinking off their wine, his ways, his philosophies, But they realizing too, these heathens outside of Esau Edom, they realizing too, well, he tricked me, it ain't really what he said it is. They realizing that, and they realizing that they're filled with let me get this in the book of Habakkuk. They're filled with shame for glory. Get this real quick. It says Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. It says, Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin, meaning your secrets, your inner parts, man. America is being exposed on many levels, man. It says the cup of the Lord's right hand should be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing should be upon thy glory, man. And how is that happening? The spewing is happening through the mouthpiece of the Lord, which are the prophets, the elders and apostles of great millstone. Everything about this nation, everything about these Edomites, these so-called white people, is being exposed in these latter days. And these so-called holidays, man, everybody knows, man. Esau knows that these holidays are built upon wickedness. It's built upon bloodshed. They know this, man. It don't have nothing to do with us. So you shouldn't be surprised of seeing these things happen or seeing the mirth of the land ceasing. Let me get that in the book of Isaiah. Right, because that's what I meant to say. The book of Isaiah, where it said the mirth of the land is gone. Because I don't really see that sense of joy like I did, like I used to. Like I said, I don't care nothing about it. I don't celebrate these holidays. We celebrate the high holy days. But let me get this in the book of Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 8. It says, The mirth of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, and the joy of the harp ceaseth. Right. And that's what's going on right now. Ain't no more partying. Ain't no more, getting together and having good time. The Lord, every I'm noticing a lot of these so-called holidays, they fall in line, like whenever we have a high holiday or whenever we have a Sabbath, they falling on these days now. It's been doing that for like the past, I would say, year. So it's like the Lord is drawing a line, of those that's serving him and those that's not. That's what the Lord is doing, man, because every day that passes by, we're getting closer and closer to the end. And then you having all these different things just happen every day, and the Lord is showing these people, man, that he's judging the earth, but, they don't see it. The Lord has blinded them, so they don't understand. They just think things are just happening. And the average person, they know things are getting better. They know things they ain't what they used to be. But like I said, through their blindness and through their, through them not being exposed to the gospel, hey, they're gonna try to live their best life. They're gonna ride it till the wheels fall off, as they say. But let me get this in the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 7. Right? It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Right? The Lord has done these things, man. Wherever people died, wherever people got injured, and the Lord sanctioned it to happen. It says 6 people were killed. A lot of these events that be happening can probably be staged by Esau, but it's still sanctioned by the Lord. It doesn't matter either way. But it's just another thing and another sign that the Lord is showing you that He's done with His kingdom, and we don't have a lot of time left. Because like I said, I definitely see the mirth of the land ceasing. When I was younger, I used to see a lot of, especially around this time, even before I was in the truth, like right before I was in the truth, I used to see a lot of firework, tents set up, people selling fireworks. I didn't really see that this year at all. And then people ain't coming together like they used to. It's a lot of division. Let's get that in the book of Mark, because let's see what the Lord said about division, man. Because the only thing that's left of this place is destruction, man. That MOTB, famine, ain't that many things left. Get Mark, it's a 3:25. It says, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. It says, and if Satan rises up against himself, it says, and be divided, he cannot stand, but have to end right. Hey, we in those times to where people don't care about each other. People, they looking to look out for their own self. They don't care about the next man. You see, because some of these shootings could be real. A lot of them are staged. Because Esau has an agenda. They want to take away everybody's guns. They want you to be defenseless. So when that time comes, when they come in like a flood, men of the Lord, they're gonna get that spiritual power. But you regular heathens or you regular 2/3 Israelites, man, they're gonna be caught out there, man. They're gonna be caught out there. I'm gonna get this in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. And I don't know if there was any of our people that got killed or not. It said it was only 6 people, so I don't really know. But the scriptures tell us not to choose their ways. Let me get this in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. It says, "Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways." It's right, when July 4th was first set up, when it was first, established as a day, we were in slavery, so it has nothing to do with us, Y'all Jake's false Independence Day was Juneteenth, wasn't it? So y'all shouldn't even be celebrating the 4th of July. That's their independence, That's not y'all independence. And really, Juneteenth ain't y'all independence either. Our independence is going to be when Yahweh returns and we in the kingdom. Because that's when we're going to be in rulership. We're going to have them in slavery forever. But I'm going to close out. I want this to be a long lesson. I'm going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai, by Shema Kakadash, double honors to the elders of the Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect nation of Israel. I'm going to say Shalom, blah, 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 blah.